guides. But what I feel like I'm being led to come in and talk about today is, what do you believe? Because that's what's going to be coming up for review as we go through this. Now, those of you that are already in Ascension Club, which is the Patreon app membership, I've talked a little bit about this, and I'm going to be coming in a little bit more with some more details about the actual eclipse and what's coming up. But I know that I mentioned that it was going to be almost like a decompression chamber where we're going to be going through some things that are going to be decluttering and clearing out the energy that doesn't serve us anymore as we go through the eclipse energy. So this is all about being upgraded. Okay, so one of the most important things that you can do this is in your beliefs. And today my guides have been talking to me a lot about looking at what do you believe and why. Like, this is the message they want me to bring through, and it's really interesting because I've been reluctant to bring this through because it seems like it's such a hard topic. Like, honestly, part of what they're coming with me, like what they're saying is, and I've alluded to this a little bit in some of the posts. I've been trying to prepare everybody for the energy that's coming in, because I feel like there's still going to be something that happens that's going to rock our worlds. Like, there are some of the channeled messages that I have on Patreon that are part of the Ascension Club that I have free links to, because I just opened them to the public because they are so powerful and so intense what's happening and what we're going through. But the biggest thing that you can work on right now, especially through the eclipses, and this energy started at the very beginning of May, and we're going to feel it into July. So don't think this is like, oh, okay, today's the eclipse and then it's done. The energy works together as we move through this cycle. And this really is going to be a summer of transformation. Okay. So that being said, there's going to be a new level of awakening. So even for those of you that are already, like, consider yourself that you're awake, you're seeing things that aren't really true, you're understanding that there's some not quite so certain about things that are going on, especially like in politics and whatnot. Like, there's a lot going on beneath the surface. And I know that my guides had said at one point that some of what will come into, like, what we'll find out about is going to literally, like, blow people's minds. There's going to be a lot of people who are going to be questioning the foundation of what their life has been built on. And this sounds really crazy, right? Like, what I'm reluctant to talk about, what my guides are urging me right now even to talk about, is, like, what if the church as you know it crumbles? Like, what if you find out it wasn't built on the most amazing love that God really wanted it to be, or at some point it got corrupted, right? So there's been a lot of things that have gone on in history. And if that comes if that comes into the public and people really know what has happened with some of these things, can you still hold fast to your faith and understand that it's not the church, and it's not the priests, and it's not the pastors, and it's not all of that? The truth is, God is love. And can you still hold firm to that even if things aren't what you thought they were, right? So there's a lot of things that, again, you guys, we've talked about this. My guides brought through the message a while back about everything was going to be shaken, right? That all the foundations as we knew them would be getting an overhaul. Okay. I feel like this, particularly right now in this eclipse energy, is going to be a really good time for you to look at what do you believe and why. Okay. This is going to be where you can look at, are you doing things because that's what you're told, or are you in your sovereignty and you understand that you have free choice and free will and you've decided to believe certain things? This is looking at where have you just adopted beliefs because that's what your family has always believed. Like, this is what's going to be coming up for the next level of ascension, the next level of awakening. Is going to be really looking at what does it mean for personal sovereignty, and what do you believe and why do you believe it? Okay. This can go across anything and everything, you guys, because everybody awakens on different levels and everybody awakens to different places. This could be, what do you believe about our government and why do you believe it? Not because that's what you've been told or not because that's what you've been handed down with, but have you done your own due diligence? Have you done your research and you know why you believe what you are? Like if you're whichever party you are, right? Like if you're independent, if you're Democrat, if you're Libertarian, if you're Republican, if you're, I can't even remember all of the different ones, but like, do you know why that's what you chose to be? Or did you just do it because that's what somebody told you, or because that's what your family did? Like it's those kind of choices. If we look at that in church, do you think that you're like, do you align with being Baptist or Methodist or non-denominational or Catholic or Protestant or Lutheran? Like, and if so, why? Why have you chosen that? So this is like why do you like milk? Why? Like, no judgment. There's no judgment in any of this, right? But it's literally looking at all of the things. Do you believe that you have to be vegan? And if so, why? Right? And it's not about judging somebody else who isn't vegan. It's just about knowing for yourself why you're making the choices that you're making in your life and why you believe the things that you believe. Again, there is no judgment throughout this process. This is just going to be the eclipse energy really helping you fine tune and come into more divine alignment with yourself. And part of the way of doing that is asking these questions. Why do I believe this? And what is the belief, first of all? And then why do I believe it? Again, I want to say this is going to bring us into learning to question things, because it's not about questioning and judging. It's about questioning, like, okay, I know I believe this, but why do I, like, is this really something I want to believe still? Or can I let this go? Is it time to let some of this go? This could be as simple as believing that you're worthy or you're not. This could be as simple as believing that you can have money or you don't. This could be as simple as, you know, all of these things could be simple. What is the belief and why? Okay. If you believe that you have to be poor, why? Why do you believe that? Is that a valid belief? Can you change that belief? Can you do something different with that? Why do you believe it? And do you still want to continue to believe it, or are you ready to bring in new information? Okay. Just know that this period is bringing up energy for you to question why you believe the things that you believe. Now, I don't want you to feel like everything's going to be lost, because it isn't. But what's happening is you're being led to question your reality so that you can choose if you really want to continue with that or if you want to move into something better. Okay? So, like I said, the message that came through, I don't remember how long ago it's been, was that everything that we knew was going to change, and that the foundations as we knew them would be shaken up and be rebuilt for better. Now, when they gave us that message, that was, they said schools, medical, so like all the medicine, government, banking, and churches. They said all of it, all of those main pillars of what we know in society would be recalibrated, redone. And they said that they would crumble so that something better could come in. So we have to remember that means that there is better eventually, right? So as I really feel like 2025 will feel like a whole different thing than what we're experiencing right now. Granted, that's a couple years away, but that doesn't mean that you have to be in misery right now. A lot of people have had a really hard time in 2020, but I can tell you mindset is key, you guys. So the biggest things that I want you to look at is where can you look at beliefs that you have that are just because it's what you've been told or what you've been taught, and learning to question some of that, and again holding the vibration of knowing that all is well in divine truth. Like if something comes out about churches, it's not going to rock my faith. I still know that I know where I stand with God, and I know where I stand with Jesus, and I know the truth, and I know what's in the Bible. And man or humankind can't really mess that up, because it's beyond anything that is the religious dogma foundation of what church is now, is not really what a true connection to God is, right? So like you don't have to allow your entire world to be rocked because somebody messed something up or did something wrong, right? It doesn't change the divine truth, right? Same thing when it comes to politics. Like, there will probably be some things coming out where if you're one party or the other or whatever, again, no judgment. It's not about which is right and wrong. It's just about things will be revealed. And maybe you've always been whichever it is, because that's what your family's done for 100 years. Everybody's always been this. And then you find something that it's like gonna just rock your world and you're like, oh my God. Don't let that shatter your foundation of who you are. You still have this, you can still have the morals, the beliefs, the whatever that is in high vibration, that is love. You can keep all of that even though whatever else happened, right? So this is about really getting us to come into our own sovereignty and our own strength, regardless of what's being shown around us. The other thing that I want to make sure that you guys understand is when you come to these realizations, it's not about trying to make everybody else see it now, right? Like, oh my God, I just learned this. My world was just rocked. Now you have to have yours rocked too. No, that's not what it's about. This whole process is for you. It's for you individually. It's for your life. It's for your awareness. It's for your growth. This is all going to be for you. So when something like that happens, you can't go and try to make other people see it your way. That doesn't do anybody any good. You're just falling right back into the same energy of what was happening in the first place. So again, coming back to, this is about personal sovereignty. Everybody can make their choices themselves. And this goes for everything, you guys. Like, the one thing, like, I know where I stand on some of these topics, but I feel like as a spiritual teacher, it's not my job to tell you what you should think. It's my job to help you feel into your body, feel into your heart, trust what's right for you, go with your gut instinct, ask for your guides, and be in prayer and meditation. That's what my job is, to help you discover it for yourself, right? It's not about telling you what to believe. So it's not about getting everybody else to see it from your perspective, but this is really about shaking up perspective. Okay. Pisces is like the abyss, right? So you may feel really ungrounded. So do all the things that you need to do to be centered and grounded and in prayer, breathing, feeling into your heart, staying centered. That is going to help with whatever this is that's coming over the summer. Again, I'm not saying, anytime I bring these messages, you guys, it is not about fear. It's about like a weather report. It's like saying there might be some stuff coming, like, be ready. This is just about being in prayer meditation. Hold tight to your faith, hold tight to your beliefs, know why you believe what you believe. And if you have something where you're like, why do I believe that? Then that might be somewhere that you want to look. Because if you're believing it and you don't even know why you believe it, that would be something that I would say that's a great place to work on. Why do you believe that? And if it's a valid thing to believe, right? What's funny is I got ready to pull a card because I thought I just want something a little extra to kind of, you know, verify what my guides are wanting me to talk about. And I got this card reversed, and it says Treasure Island. This is the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. You guys can't even make this up. I love this. I love when Spirit does this. It says, I just want to, let's see, how many cards are in this? I don't even remember how many cards does it say? 52 cards. So this is a 52 card deck, and this is the one I pull, and it's in alignment with the notes that I took about what my guides wanted me to talk about. And it says poverty. So this is another belief, okay? Not having enough money, not being good enough, not being enough, not doing enough, whatever, not enough is the thing, okay? Poverty consciousness and a sense of not enough casts a shadow on your path. These ideas and core beliefs come with a high cost. Do you really want to proclaim yourself as a victim of disappointment and failed expectations? Are you avoiding success because you will grow so tall and others will want to cut you down? Or is it possible that you're caught in fear that you will lose what you've acquired, so you hold on tight to what and you miss the opportunity to expand? You're challenged to change the way you see the world and move from a perception of limitations to a perception of abundance. Take a risk, for you have nothing to lose except for your confinement in a prison of your own making. Open the door and find abundance waiting for you to claim it. So again, you guys, this comes back to beliefs. So Shannon says I look cute. Thank you. I love my shirt, by the way. It's my Don't Be a Salty Heifer I think it says don't be salty on it. I love my little smarty teas. But this is saying, like, you guys, when you feel that you're not good enough, you're being a victim. When you feel like there's not enough, that's a lie, because the truth is, in divine truth, there's plenty, there's abundance. Thinking that life is hard, never being happy, I know it, I've been there, right? Those are all limiting beliefs. So, but I just wanted to come on, you guys, and just say it would really be beneficial to look at what do you believe and why do you believe it moving forward, and be able to be in a space that if your beliefs get rocked, can you still hold steady? Like, I really feel like that's the biggest thing, is if your beliefs get rocked, can you still hold steady? Like, can you still trust? Can you still have faith? Can you still know that it's all going to turn out okay? I will say, on the other side of this, that it's bright and beautiful. Like, I know that we're in some rough times right now. I do feel like it'll continue for a little bit. I feel like some things that will be revealed, like I said, my guides, literally, it's like some people are going to be shook. Okay. Try to be to where you're not totally rocked and shook. Like, if you are, it's okay. We'll be all going through it together. We're here in this community. So again, you guys, just let me know how you're doing. Let me know what's coming up, but really be aware of what are your beliefs? Why do you believe it? And if you found out it wasn't true, could you still be okay? Like, that, I think, is the big message right now. Again, you guys, this is going to be some intense energy. This, the way that everything's aligning right now astrologically is crazy. The Schumann resonance has been crazy. The solar energy has been crazy. I mean, it's all just new and different. So a couple weeks ago when I posted new energies are coming in, this is part of this new energy that's coming in. You're going to be okay. Drink plenty of water, get some minerals, take a walk, get outside. All of those things are going to be beneficial as we move through this summer. And again, I really do feel like I'll look up the eclipses and drop in the dates, but there's going to be some transition going on. So if you guys want a little bit more details and a little bit more support, definitely go into the Ascension Club, join that. So sending you guys lots of love, and I'll talk to you soon.